31. $39.
You know, that wasn't as easy as it looked.
Graeme Dott, 39.
No, it was always a bit high to the far knuckle, and maybe played at less speed would have dropped in. But that kind of middle range speed was always going to hang over the pocket. Graeme was absolutely baffled, but it was never in fairness.
1.
Well, the frustration very evident when the opponent is within one frame of victory. You always know that each shot could potentially be your last.
In his mind that he'll get another shot.
9.
Because the balls are awkwardly placed, especially those two reds below the black. Also, as we mentioned, the yellow and the blue are locked together in unpromising positions. Sullivan has freed the two reds, but in doing so he's left himself a slightly tricky red into the
16.
left corner. It is missable, I suppose.
Oh, and he's missed it. Well, he had an angle which
Sullivan,
meant that he
16.
didn't have to force it to get position on the black. Went for the far knuckle, but it didn't drop.
No, gave it every chance pace-wise, but
1.
it was missable. And that was basically the result of the shot before. He played to free the two reds, which meant his next pot was never going to be as easy as he would have liked.
Now Dott really ought to clinch this frame at this visit.
Nine.
Because the two reds that are open will just about ensure a frame victory. Should pop the easy ones.
15.
Well, he can't say that he hasn't had his chances. Frankly, had chances in frames 7 and 8. Successive chances in this frame. But this red to left centre, even easier than the black he missed to right corner. And if he loses this frame and therefore match, he has himself to blame.
8.
The ball's not as easily placed as they might be.
Well, there's the problem, I reckon. Made early reference
16.
to that. Those two balls aren't exactly potable where they are, the yellow and the blue. Sullivan's got work on first before he gets to that, just to make sure this red along the cushion is potable. He's got a nice angle on this.
23.
But again, we saw him miss one down the other cushion a minute ago. It is a shot that can be missed. Ronnie O'Sullivan slightly distracted by something. I saw him looking beyond the line of the shot there at possibly a photographer. Nicely played though.
24.
Now how is he? A very small margin. He's got to get the white virtually on a sixpence. Now has he gone far enough? It's open to debate whether he has.
31.
Well, it was a good
33.
shot. It didn't appear all that easy from where he was.
That's one potential angle for the cue ball to get onto the brown.
Well, very good is all you can say about that shot. And also,
36.
somehow he's got an angle here can be missed. Once again, narrow angle and tricky.
Well, this
40.
has been the break of the match so far. Can he put the icing on the cake? Dott knows that he had his chances. Powerless to do anything now, though.
45.
Wonderful break of 51 by Ronnie O'Sullivan.
A generous round of applause for a very good plant and a little bit of good fortune this time. Now, how many can he make from this chance?
Eight.
That's okay. He can just run through and nudge that red away. Now he's got them open.
15.
Well, Higgins is scoring pretty heavily when he gets the chance. He's already made 2 50s and 2 70s in this match, and he's only won 3 frames.
$30. Sure. 31.
He's played for a choice of reds, one to the middle, and that one of... Yes, it's available.
38. $39.
Hasn't got the angle to go into the reds, but he's got the 2 loose ones to play for. That's the shot he can play, pot the red and just stun over past the pink and leave the black, I would think. Well, he screwed back for the blue. He was straighter on that red, but now he's the wrong side of
47.
the blue.
Whether or no this turns into a frame-winning break would appear to depend on the angle that Higgins could get on his colour from this red to open the bunch.
$53.
Now the red on the right side cushion is stopping him from coming off the cushion and going into pink and red, so he might have to try and just develop that red. No, he could miss it, but he's missed the reds also.
John Senior on the left, Josephine, Denise Higgins, John Junior's wife.
And did you see who was in the background, Clive? Les
John
Dott.
Higgins, 56.
I think he won that twice, Clive. Slimmer of the Year twice.
Yeah, he's going to have to win it again. Anyway,
that's a pretty good shot because he's put the other red slightly out of play. Well, he decided to try and get that red back into play, but he's left a possible pot for John. This could be the key to the frame. Bit of pressure on that one.
Encouraging shouts for O'Sullivan. That red and what could have followed, and it wouldn't have needed to be much.
Yeah, he wants to have a go at that red in the left corner. It's a bit awkward with the brown there. And that puts John Higgins under slightly more pressure. One mistake now and, well, look where the reds are. That was too thin a cut. Surely he's not taking this pot on. No, just a safety, but it's not the best. That has let John down. He's usually such a good tactical player, but he's left his safety shots the wrong side of the baulk line a few times today, and it's been costly.
It could be costly again.
1. Eight.
And Ray Reardon, 6 times world champion in the 70s.
9.
Now O'Sullivan's mentor, that's him on the right, watching on with considerable interest.
And sporting a new hairstyle. He's had the same hairstyle since he was at school, Ray.
Well, I know he enjoys being around the snooker tournaments again,
17.
having found a new role.
And this is the sort of situation that Ray Reardon used to be so good at. A chance to clinch a frame when you're 50 odd behind. He did it so many times himself.
25.
Now the 2 reds the left side of the table. He'll have to be very precise when he plays for those.
33.
Higgins was first in with 56, looking as if he was going to reduce his arrears to 6-4.
Well, he can't do anything about it. He's just got to hope that somehow Ronnie can slip up, but he's made very few mistakes in this final. Now that might be a little bit short. He was hoping to leave a straight red into the middle pocket. He could have dropped that in and it would have been so easy to
45.
get on one of the baulk colours. He's got the cannons, but it's finished okay. But
46.
you're never quite sure what's going to happen when you're having to cannon into other balls.
O'Sullivan has missed only 4%
50.
of the pots he's attempted.
You just can't give this
53.
man any sort of chance at all. Quick look at the scoreboard. And John had a quick look at the scoreboard as well.
57.
Got to be careful with this blue. But he's plumb on the pink.
62.
John Higgins was first in with 56, but couldn't open the bunch. And later played a poor safety. O'Sullivan clears up with 75 and increases his lead to 7-3.